I watched all 3 apps. I gotta wait till like the 24th for the next episode. Now, sorry, I was trying to get my wife hooked up so she could watch. And the child is someplace else. Anyway, you don't care. I get it. 248-539-9797. The ticket text, the exact same number. If you want to chime on in, we got a lot of people that want to call, right, and want to talk. So how about at 3 o'clock straight up, I'll get to my view list. 10 moves that have affected this year that Al has screwed up, or at least the organization has screwed up. Furthermore, maybe I'm being unfair. I want to know from you if you think these moves are bad. So we'll get to that in the 3 o'clock hour. I want to read this quick ticket text. All right? Because I simply said, listen, we've tried everything else, but maybe the papers actually need to have a columnist write the damn story. And somebody says, very amused. You think newspapers are relevant in today's world? I don't know one person who's reading them. However, thank you for calling out Hinch. Done a horrible job this year. Why hasn't he fired the hitting coach? I'm convinced Al and AJ need to be gone at the end of the year. That's from Newt in Westland. Newt, maybe you're right. Maybe I got it all wrong. But I can tell you this. Whether you read the papers or not, I don't think anybody's reading the hard copy. The Detroit News, the Detroit Free Press, there carries a whole lot of cachet. BM Live, right? And these columnists, all it takes is one. Put it in words that the time is now to whack this man, to get rid of Al Avila. I do think it would carry some weight. I do think it would maybe do more than just me yelling about it. I also think I'm out of options because you're allowing Al Avila to draft today. Today's the MLB draft. So not only has he done a miserable job in every facet of the game so far in 7 years of employment as the GM, but now he gets another chance to continue to mold your future by his draft picks. Will Birchfield on 971theticket.com wrote a phenomenal, sensational, awesome article. I will quote from it later. Just a great article. Great article about who Al's missed in the draft over the last 7 years. But yet he's allowed to draft today. Would you allow a guy to draft if you're thinking about firing him? The answer is probably no, right? So, I don't think Al's going anywhere. I've been told that the Illiches think of Al as they think of Jimmy Devellano and Holland. They will never embarrass him. So, go to Joe. You're on the ticket. What's up, Joey? How are you?
Hey, Jeff, you've been doing great. I just want to talk about, everything we've been discussing about Al Avila. I just think, the fans, we care. This is a baseball town. When we were good, we were having routinely 3 million fans a year.
I agree.
Yeah. So when you think about it, we haven't made the playoffs since 2014, and we all accepted a rebuild. And this Al Avila guy, the analytics, and he's going to come in and he's going to change the way we do things, and we're going to give him time, and everything's going to be great. So we have given him time, and it is now 2022, and all the fans accept we need another rebuild, and it really, really sucks. We're like the Baltimore Orioles now. Unfortunately, we are, and this is a baseball.
Hell, Joe, their rebuild's going a hell of a lot better than our rebuild is. I mean, they're a wild card team if you started the playoffs today, which is crazy, or at least almost a wild card team. They got really hot and won 12 to 13 ball games. So even they're doing better. But go on.
Yeah. No, it's when we think about it, we got to look at the future, right? And we know we can't trade. The draft is tonight. So what are we really looking forward to? And then Chris Illich comments, so we know he's going to stay. What else can we do as fans? We cannot go to games. We've seen that. Nobody's going to games anymore.
I hear you.
Yeah, so what can we...
Well, Joe, but this is my point, though. But this is my point. And I understand 100% what you're saying because it's hopeless. It's totally hopeless. And even though you think Chris is probably losing money in this deal, I mean, why make the comment you're very pleased if you truly care? It doesn't seem like he cares. But I guess what I would say is, what you do at this point, you got nothing to lose. So let's ratchet up the heat. That's what I would say. That's why I want the newspapers to get involved. I want an article written, because you know what happens, Joe? When somebody writes a column, a scathing column about all the deficiencies of a GM and really a front office for the last almost a decade, it gets picked up everywhere. people around the country read it. Yahoo Sports might pick it up. And then maybe, just maybe...
Sent that out, though.
That's a great point, Mike. Fabulous point, Mike.
And nothing happened there.
Fabulous point,
So
Mike.
it's like, what can we really... keep doing your thing, and I love your tweets, and it's just depressing, though. I think we all want him gone, but we just are so... It's over, unfortunately, until he's fired, and he's not going to be. We got to just find another team. I hate to say it, but that's my take.
Joe, listen, you're not wrong. I appreciate it. You sound very depressed. Hopefully you can enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'd say go watch some golf, but it's over. Ian Smith, by the way, the Australian, wins the Open Championship. Yeah, he's right, though. Rosenthal did write that piece. Nothing changed. It's a great point by you. Great point. 248-539-9797. The ticket text, the exact same number. Oh, now I'm almost as depressed as he sounds. Got a DJ, you're on the ticket. Hey, DJ.
Very good. How are you, my man?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm like you, man. I'm gonna say this the thing with you. Hey, this was the Lions. We have nothing but papers. You have
100%.
everyone saying don't go to the game, boycott, let off the Tigers. This
The
is
Million Man March, you had, remember everybody dressed as Bengals fans the one year?
Exactly. You go to when the Lions are bad, what happens? Visitor teams come and they be more louder in our home stadium than we do. That's how bad it is. So I don't understand what is going on right now with Tigers, and we should be upset. Avila has ran his team into the ground. You didn't get nothing for J.D. Martinez. You didn't get anything for Verlander. You didn't get nothing for Matthew Ward. Spencer Turkey is going down the triple rank. Like, what are we doing? What is going on here? This is the worst baseball team I have seen in years.
No, DJ, the worst part about it, too, is that offense is so brutal. They, at times, and maybe this isn't fair, but they, at times, look like they don't give a damn. They look like fans, right? Like the fans that are checked out, the last caller talked about. Go on.
Yeah, it's just like he just showed up. Just like you got blew out yesterday by Cleveland, 10-0. Like just watching that game was just horrible. It was just horrible. They're not even playing fundamental baseball. It looked like A.J. Hinton just long ahead and melted it. He already know after the season's too full. He already know. You don't even care no more. Like the product on the field is not even good enough for him to even coach this team.
Hey, DJ, like, think about the moves and the things that have happened. Like, whether it be Eduardo Rodriguez, Austin Meadows, Javier Baez, I got a ton of moves that I'll give you at 3 o'clock. But these are all, like, SOL moves. Like, only things that would happen to the Lions. It's spreading. They're happening to the Tigers. In Detroit with the Lions, people, as you mentioned, go insane. With the Tigers, whatever. You know, well, when's football start? We have training camp 2 weeks from now.
Exactly. You're still happy to see this. I mean, you both know Miguel Cabrera is one of the best hitters ever.
Sure.
After that 3,000 hit, it was irrelevant no more. Like, what are we doing?
Good point.
You know, it's just horrible, bro. The guy, what he said, the one here in Tampa Bay, and then line it up right now with the Irish
Parades, yeah.
What do that say? Like, I'm yelling like you are. Because this is horrible, and it seems like nobody cares. There's nothing being done. It's just going on with your life. Like, it's okay to be type of stuff, and then 8 years in. No, it's not okay. It's not all right. This was the best thing that we had in our first round, and now they're crushed.
Yeah, by the way, Brady's kind of cold right now. He's 0 for 2 again today. The average down to 228. The OPS down to 812. But no, listen, DJ, I'm totally with you. Like, I think there's 2 ways you could go about it, right? You could be the last caller that just says he's hopeless and he's figuring out other stuff to do. Or you could be like me or you, and I troll a little bit, and I'll give you the moves that have went wrong, and people don't like that either. Or you could be like you, just absolutely furious. But I don't think anything's changing this. I just don't know where to turn. I don't know how we get the result that we want, which is simply a good baseball team.
I mean, at this point, what do you do? I mean, who's going to come in here and coach it? We're going to go into another rebuild? We're going to go into find another pitcher, find another hitter? Like, what do you do at this point? Another 6-year wait? Like, who's going to come over here and take over this thing? If I was a free agent coach, I wouldn't even want to come here to coach this team.
Yeah, DJ, I appreciate the call. I think people always want to take major league jobs or just pro jobs, so I don't worry too much about that. I get your point, I do. But what I would say is, I don't know where to go from here because it doesn't look like anything's changed. It doesn't. Now, this ticket text says, can you tell that guy that Hinch doesn't have an opt-out clause, Mike and GP? No, you're right. I mean, Al said there's no kind of language of any sort. Doesn't mean AJ won't leave. Doesn't mean AJ can't leave. Doesn't mean AJ can't say I'm very disappointed in the future and the direction of this team. Buy me out. I mean, stuff happens all the time. I gotta believe AJ Hinch is not happy. I mean, his reputation now is being dragged into what the Tigers are. And it's not all his fault, but I don't think he's done himself any favors this year either. The other thing, too, is, and I don't even know if this is a thing, and we'll get back to the calls. Like, is it wrong to wish that AJ would just lose his mind just once? He's already gone on record. He's not a yeller. He's not a screamer. I believe he's got a background in psychology. He doesn't believe it works. But geez, man, just once, maybe after you lose 10-0, yeah, curse just a little bit. You throw the podium away from you. I don't know, something. I get it. I'm grasping at straws. It's because it's that bad. 248-539-9797. Somebody keeps texting in. I just read today that Theo Epstein's available. Go get him, Mike and GP. He's been available for a while. I didn't think he wanted to be a GM anymore unless he got more control, which if I'm Illich, I'm giving him all the control you can want. Like, do the Yzerman thing. There you go. Theo, what do you want? I'll give you a suite. I'll give you a parking lot. I'll give you whatever the hell you want. Just come here. Make my team better, please. But, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. All right, we'll do one more segment of call. People still want to talk about this. Why aren't more people more angry? Why isn't the media harping on this more? Honestly. I'm talking print media. Where's the article, people? Where is the article to fire this man? To move on, to go in a different direction? Where is the article proving how bad it's been? I mentioned Will Birchfield, a hell of a job.
Your rate looks just like Papa Wayne's rate.
Of how they missed in the draft. I'll give you some of that too. Plus, I got my own moves. We'll do that at 3 o'clock. 97 on the ticket.
We're all on this planet together. So join Odyssey and find your one thing. This summer, try some eco-friendly water sports like paddleboarding, swimming, or diving. One Thing is brought to you by GFL Environmental. Green for life.
It's time to roll out the red carpet for, well, new carpet. Right now at the Home Depot, choose from hundreds of styles and colors from top brands, plus with free installation. So whether you want to brighten up your bedroom, add a little more cushion to your living room, or, yes, add some VIP flair to your hallway, you can get the perfect carpet to match your mood with free installation from the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Minimum purchase of $4.99. Exclusions apply. U.S. only. See store for details.
Dealing with a dead battery? Head to AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. They offer free battery testing to help you know if you need a new battery or not. Or if you're in need of a fresh charge, they can help with that too. They've got reliable replacement batteries starting at just $69.99. And they're the only place you can find proven, tough, Duralast batteries. So next time you're having battery trouble, head to AutoZone.
Find the baseball coverage you need on the Odyssey app.
Free in-market play-by-play for your city's team? Odyssey's got it.
Tips to help you make better bets.
We've got them with the BetQL network.
Official MLB podcasts for every single team.
Got them with Locked On Sports and a lot more.
Get everything you need for baseball season with the biggest in baseball broadcasting on the Odyssey app.
Listen at home, at work, or on the go.
Now, you know when it came to my KFC meal, I had to put some thought into it.
KFC, man, I'll take yours.
So I started off with the tasty deals and ordered the Now, for the star of the show, have you ever seen such a tasty chicken sandwich? You gotta be fine spicy. Add a side of mac and cheese, secret recipe fries, ranch, and ice cold lemonade.
Is that mozzarella cheese I smell?
Order ahead on the KFC app today. Prices and participation may vary.
It smells like burned pepperonis. Gross.
Welcome to Lowe's Summer Savings. Find great deals across the entire store and check out the back aisle for savings you can't pass up. Get up to an additional $500 off now on select major appliances. Or snag our Allen & Roth Harlow Brush Nickel Widespread Faucet. Was $99, now $79. Enjoy great savings all summer long at Lowe's. Home to any budget, home to any possibility. Appliances in-store must add cashier to apply discount at time of purchase. Online must enter applicable promo code at checkout. Savings vary based on purchase amount. All supplies last about 7/14 through 7/20.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. This summer, try some eco-friendly water sports like paddleboarding, swimming, or diving. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
The latest news and information on the Big Ten on the 5 Star Zone podcast with Rico Beard. Get it on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
There's not an opt-out. So I hope that's like the last time I ever have to say this.
There's no like handshake agreement or anything.
There's no handshake agreement. It's a very straightforward, simple. Alright? So I hope that's the last time I ever have to say
How many years left?
Yeah, that will. We never sit down.
Oh, yeah, let's yuck it up, everybody. It's Al Avila. Tigers had a press conference. Avila had a press conference. I wasn't there, didn't know about it. They didn't tell anybody but the beat writers. I was lucky enough to get some audio from a reporter. And, yeah, apparently he's not going to tell you the term of AJ's contract. And apparently there's no handshake agreement that AJ can leave when he wants to. I mean, if AJ wants to leave, he can just leave. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if he could go work anywhere else. I don't know if another team wants him. I have no idea about anything. I have not been impressed with AJ Hinch at all. Just this week on this road trip that just ended. The bad. Whether it's motivation, whether it's in-game moves, Mr. Oh, I'm the master of bullpen matchups. He's gotten owned by two skippers. Francona, La Russa. In 2 games that were very winnable. And his decision impacted the outcome of the game. Let's go to Dave. You're on the ticket. Hello, David. How are you?
Hey, I'm fabulous. I
Good to hear.
The print media, the baseball print media has basically given everybody, it's sold out for access. And your boy Caputo is the worst. They used to call him the book, but he is completely sold out for access.
Well, Dave, very quickly, I just want to tell you, I like Pat a lot. I think Pat does a great job. Pat doesn't go to the games. Like he's not going to the press box anymore. So I don't think he's trying to hang on to a press box seat. Not to mention, it actually doesn't work that way. If you're credentialed, you get to go. If you're not, then eventually, hopefully, you can get credentialed. But I've said a lot of mean things about the Tigers because they're not very good. Not once have they tried to yank my credentials. So I don't think anybody's writing because they got to remain accessible. Like with the whole access thing, like the locker room's open. You can go in, you can talk to guys, and then you get guys post-game in the podium and then in the room again. Nothing's going to stop you whether you write nicer, mean things of going up to a guy when nobody else is and talking to that guy about whatever. So I think people get the wrong idea about the whole access thing too, but go on.
Yeah, all right, too much part of the Yankees going on there, I'm sorry. But it just seems the credibility of some of these guys isn't what it used to be when they talk about certain things. Okay, because I've talked to Pat in the past where he has called for some bumped head, and now it seems like he's backtracking. I don't know if it's for the ratings or what. If it's not access, I don't know what made him change his mind.
No, it's what he did. It's what he believes. I mean, he believes, and I appreciate the comment, he believes that Al Avila deserves a chance to fix his mess. Like, I don't think Pat's saying that it's all good, because he's not. I haven't heard him say that. Like, nobody can be happy with a 17-game, under 500 baseball team. What Pat's saying is that Al has a chance. At the trade deadline, at the draft, he's got to make this team better right now. He's got to pretty much fix what he's done to himself and his team. Now, I would never give him that opportunity. But that's Pat. He's entitled to his opinion, and you're entitled to disagree with it. When I asked Pat the question, I'll ask you the question too. It's a very tough question to answer. What's Al's best move? Again, if I ask you if Nick Lidstrom's a Hall of Famer, you immediately yell out, yes. Fair? But if I ask you if Lou Whitaker, who's not, but should be, is a Hall of Famer, I would yell out yes. You might say no. When I ask you somebody's best move, What's so-and-so's best move? You have an answer for me if he's got an obvious best move. Al doesn't have an obvious best move. Go ahead, I'll ask you the question. Give me Al's best move. What has Al brought to this team? Go ahead. I don't know the answer. All this money you spend in analytics, how has that worked out? He's awful in player development. That's obvious. I'll have more on that at 3 o'clock. The trades, much publicized, have been trash. The draft, not good enough. Well, they got Riley Green. That's what Pat said. He got Riley Green. Cool. So, just to recap, you got Tarek Skubal in the 9th round. You got Bo Brisky in the 27th round. You got Riley Green with the 5th overall pick. You've been here 7 years. Blind squirrel. Nut. Correct? I'll even go ahead and give Al credit for more moves. He got Alex Lane here. Looks like he could be the closer of the future. Is that fair? Okay. Took Castellanos. Cool. I'm looking at 4 moves in 7 years. 4 moves. What am I missing? You want to give him credit for getting Paredes and getting Candelario for Justin Wilson and Alex Wilson? Or Alex Avila? I mean, he can. But he's then taking Jamer Candelario, and you can't trade him. His trade value is 0, and you traded away Isaac Paredes for Austin Meadows, and Meadows has played, 30 games, and not in 2 months, and has double Achilles sprains. How's that happen, by the way? And can't get rid of him. Not the Achilles, but the sprains. So, I got 4 moves. 4 moves that Al's done great. And not even great. That Al's done okay. Now let's do Dave Dombrowski, shall we? Here we go. Can I do 4 moves? You got Punch to come here. 1 move. You traded for Carlos Guillen. 2 moves. You traded for Placido Polanco. 3 moves. That's your battery, by the way, right there. Punch, Polanco, Guillen. You hit on Justin Verlander with the 2nd overall pick. That's 4 moves right there. Joel Zamaya. You hit on him for a season. I won't even count that. Fair enough. Maglia Ordonez. It's a great Tiger. You got him. You traded for Doug Fister. That was season-changing and also team-changing. We're already at 6 moves. I mean, I can keep going if you want me to keep going. So don't give me this nonsense. The next person I hear compare Al to Dave, other than just saying that Al worked for Dave, I'm going to lose my crap. Because it's nonsense. It's embarrassing to Dave Dombrowski. And for Pat to say, well, David got fired in Boston after winning a World Series. If Al won a World Series and then got fired, I'd give credit to Al. You think Al's close to winning a World Series? Here's the difference. Dave got another job in Philadelphia where he currently is the general manager. He fired his coach when they started 21-28. Joe Girardi gone. Sit. Dave is respected and wanted around Major League Baseball. He kind of be a pain as a micromanager, sure, but is respected and wanted. Would Al ever get a job as a GM again? The answer is no. So, they're not the same. They're nowhere close to being the same. So we got to stop with that, too. 248-539-9797. The ticket text, the exact same number. I'm very excited about this. 3 o'clock, 5 minutes from now, I have some news for you. We all know about the trades. We all know about the moves that we all talk about. I've done the moves. That's right. Research.
How dare you?
Well, my daughter sat on my lap and watched YouTube. I was hard at work on my phone watching the Tigers get their ass kicked. I will give you what it brought to me. We'll do next. 90.
Stay cool this summer with AC Pro and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, get a $15 O'Reilly Auto Parts gift card after mail-in rebate with the purchase of select AC Pro ready-to-use refrigerant products that include the hose and gauge. Beat the heat before you hit the road with AC Pro at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts store.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
MVP's bonus days are here for pros. For 12 days, pros save big and MVPs get even more. Because MVP's Pro Rewards members can earn bonus points to redeem for rewards. Earn points on every dollar spent on up to $1,000 and get up to 3 times more points when you shop select brands and products. Find MVP's bonus day savings from July 11th to the 22nd in-store and online. Exclusively at Lowe's. Exclusively for pros. MVP's Pro Rewards program subject to program terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/L/Pro Loyalty terms. Subject to change.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep the facility running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, and Maria in Miami, Jules in Minneapolis, and Stan in Central Indiana, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with experienced branch staff at over 250 locations so you get the product you're looking for. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
If this were a Reese's TV ad, you'd be staring at a Reese's peanut butter cup. And sure, my Reese's peanut butter is smooth, but still, you need to see the peanut butter cups, right? No? I can really just say Reese's and you'll go get some? Okay. Reese's. 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 Really working, actually. Reese's. Reese's. This is alone something. Reese's. Reese's. Reese's.
Starting Stronger starts at AutoZone. They got battery solutions for free battery testing, free battery charging, and replacement batteries. That's what makes them America's #1 battery destination.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. I came out in the 11th grade. Nobody was embracing you. The kids were cruel. It was very difficult to be gay. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma. The hard part was determining that I was going to do it, but I definitely didn't do it alone.
At age 30, with the help of her mentor, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
I have a mentor, Maria. She convinced me to continue my education and to finish what I started to get my diploma. Just never judges. She's a true role model. If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, go get it. You can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you are thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council. This is the story of a very special woman. In a matter of seconds, she turned herself into a great mathematician or an entrepreneur. Her knowledge was limitless, and still is. She could also make monsters disappear, especially those that lurked in the shadows under the bed. Once, this woman put back together a teenage girl's broken heart, which had been shattered in 1,000 pieces, just by giving her a bear hug. She masqueraded as a regular person at work, but as a superhero at home. Everyone knows her as Gabriella. I still call her Mom.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need to help, complete with tips and resources at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement by AARP and the Ad Council.
Text the ticket using the same number you used to call the ticket. Ticket text 248-539-9797. WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Jeff Rieger on 97.1 The Ticket.
All right, 3 o'clock hour. Heidi-ho, everybody. 1 hour down, 3 to go. And yeah, I'm just in a rip-roaring good mood because our baseball team blows. And I don't know, nobody wants to talk about that, I feel. From the print side of things. I want the article. I started out the show. I haven't changed my mind. I want the article. I want to column this. Even my radio partner during the week, Wojo, I want somebody to write that Al needs to be relieved of his duties. Nobody will write it. It's the only thing we haven't tried. Ken Rosenthal wrote how poor of a job he was doing. And a certain radio station has bitched and moaned about it for a long time now. I want somebody to write the damn article. Why haven't they? 248-539-9797, the ticket text, the exact same number. If you want to chime on in, so that's out there, just Tigers-related stuff. Coming up, we'll do it at 3:30. I have some Lions quarterback things for you. epiphany. Doing some afternoon shows with Rico. I found out something about you all, you Lions fans out there. I want to share. See if I'm on, see if I'm off, see if I'm right, see if I'm wrong. We'll do it at 3:30, so that's out there too. By the way, Spencer Torkelson finally sent down. Woohoo. Apparently they're looking for him to clear his mind and get less pressure at bats. And then maybe he'll be brought back up. Listen, I guess I give the Tigers credit for doing it finally, even though it was way too late, and hopefully you haven't wrecked the young man yet. I think it's way too early to give up on Torque, but not off to a great start, obviously.